Elves Alignment here. Got back from the theaters for my first comic government movie report on the Avengers. The movie say so I have say of Thor, have say of the Earth's greatest hits, but we already know that. We say Thor, Hulk, Iron Man, Captain America, Hawkeye, Black Widow. Let's just point one thing out. In the book that I recently bought, the official founding rosters are three of the five are the exact members, but there's two. But they left out say two other members to found the members to be exact. Hank Pym, which was first Avenger, was Ant-Man, and the Wasp. Well, one of the first female Avengers. Although both of them had a sort of can only shrink into one size factor. But Pym managed to increase in size. He was indeed the main villain of the movie for historical accuracy, but he has an alien army at his disposal. Although they're not what the rumors dictate there of the Skrulls. Although I'll say of a completely different characters. But there was a teaser at the end of the credits of the next game, of the next move, who would challenge him in the next Avengers movie. Oh, there were some other rumors when a few Comic Cons ago there was a display for the Infinity Gauntlet, the most powerful artifact in the Marvel Universe, and the only one that had be able to master that artifact. It's Thanos. Well, I've tried to find everything I can look up in my own Marvel books, but it's kind of like he never existed. Although the timeline did say of his own accounts of the Avengers, but there's nothing else to go on. But what other rogues might be in his roster? Come together. Even though they're now say of major icons today, but the other primary question is, well, let's just say if these groups, if these are semi-good, what do you think of say Sweet Tooth, Kratos, Sly Cooper, Parappa Rapper? And if you know what I'm talking about, I am indeed talking about my thoughts on the PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale. Well, as a veteran of the Super Smash Federation, well, it seems they have almost they took everything they know. Well, not just, but they only had their own Rust. Only one thing am questioning is of its storyline. Well, my guess is, well, the Calypso might create this. Might create a little nexus that has two worlds come together, while others remain independent. Now, as far as Twisted metal laws go, no one has that. No one's desire. What does that say? Crazy. Technically. But there's... Although one thing might enhance his power to do that, well, since they're all technically game characters of electrical system, it could be caused by sunspots on the sun. We all know they've done random things and we don't know when they start or when they end. In my opinion, less than a year. Although, what are the DLC might be? Well, obviously, more backgrounds, more of unique stages, and say some items. And, paying for me to say this, but have some Nintendo characters. There was some mods for Mod Nation Rations that have design your avatar and characters, have your avatars dress up and design like Nintendo characters. It was actually a seal of approval. It happened before, and it could happen again, and if it does, I don't know what I might think of it. And, well, one thing that most of the fans like to see in the game, well, obviously Jak and Daxter, and say Ratchet and Clank. But here's some of my opinions. Well, let's say we haven't seen any villains in the game so far. Well, there's technically one. I don't know, although I played only the second Killzone game. And there's, well, Dr. Nefarious, the cyborg villain that appeared in Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal, although became playable in all for all. And also that big green egomaniac Captain Quark. But with, say, Sweet Tooth as the only insane character, although other Twisted Metal characters, other Twisted Metal characters should be added there. Well, Dollface was one thing I liked when she first appeared in Twisted Metal Black. Although the remake was at least showed what was her damage. And maybe from Sly Cooper, Carmelita Fox. Because those two characters have more appeal than what they first announced. Fat Princess, she may have the power, but not the looks, if you know what I mean. Well, it's just, well, I have also here coming out to this but for this holiday season. But you might see in my upcoming holidays buys guide, and maybe its own segment on PlayStation Journal this fall. But we might find out more about it at E3 by then. Until next time, this is Oval Sonal